Hi, my name is Tara, and on behalf of fontbundles.net, I will be showing you today how to use the patterns that are available in the new Design Bundles bundle at designbundles.net and how to use them in Cricut Design Space. First of all, we will need to create a new project. Today, part of the project we're going to make are planner stickers that will fit into an Erin Condren planner. These sticker sizes can be altered to fit any planner you need by just measuring the size of the boxes on your specific planner and adjusting them accordingly. The rest of the tutorial is exactly the same no matter what size box you do make. The first thing we need to do is to create the box themselves. So go to Insert Shapes and click on Square. Once you have made your square, you can then select it, go to Edit, and click little lock proportions. That will unlock it so you can change the size. The box size I need today for my planner is a width of 1.5 inches and a height of approximately 1.78 inches. So I'm going to do 1.8. And that gives you your box size here. Once you've created your box, you can then copy it as many times as you would like to fit on your page. So if you need 10, copy 10. The one thing to remember though is you don't really want to go over 6 inches by 6 inches in size in your design space, because that is as big as you can use on the print and cut function. So I'm now going to go and select, go to layers, and I can go then on the bottom right hand corner here and duplicate. And I can copy that as many times as I need. And once you have what you need, you can then highlight all of them like so, go to align, and at that point you can distribute them evenly, and you can also align them at the bottom or the top. I like to do that because it keeps my page nice and neat. I've put those 3 together. I'm now actually going to duplicate again, which will give me another 3, so I've got 6. And there's my 6 boxes that I need, particularly for my Erin Condren planner. I'd like to make some half-size boxes that go across the whole weekend for Saturday and Sunday. So to do that, I just need to insert shapes again, click on square, do exactly the same thing again, go to edit, unlock, and then decide what size and shape you need, which I'm going to need 3.2 width, and the height I probably need 0.8 height, and that gives me a good box size. So now I have those, I can then pop them as well in there. I've now copied my weekend box twice, and I'd also like to make myself a banner box. So to do that, I'm actually just going to duplicate one of the boxes I've already made and go to Edit, Unlock, and again change the size. So I want this width-wise about half the size of what this currently is. So if I put 0.8, that's a good size for my banner, and it's the same height as my other ones. Now to make the banner, we have to use the slice function. So to do that, we go to Insert Shapes and click on Triangle, and that gives us a triangle here. We place that over our rectangle to show where we would like our banner size, like so. And you can see now that we have this banner shape. We now need to select both of the items together, go to Layers, and then select Slice. By selecting Slice, that will then cut the triangle out of the rectangle. So if I pull this apart, you can see that it's now in 3 parts. And we now have our banner. These we can delete because we don't need them again. And then we can copy these as many times as we like by using the duplicate function again. And I'll have 4 of those. And then we can place these also to fit where we'd like them to go. And the reason why I'm putting these so close is that we have to make sure we fit these in the 6" by 6" square space that the program will let us print and cut. There we go. Now we have them all where we need them. And now to fill with our patterns. To get our pattern into the Cricut Design Space, we have to go to Upload Images, and on the right hand side you can see Upload Pattern. So we select this, and it gives us the option to browse. So we select Browse. And we go through until we find the patterns that we're after, and this is the watercolor tropical selection from the design bundle that designbundles.net are now producing. So we'll pick one that we like. We'll select number 2 and we select Open. This will now bring the particular pattern fill into Cricut Design Space for you to save. It does take a little while, and once you've got it you can see your image there, and then you can name it. So I'm going to name it Tropical Flowers, and I'll keep it as number 2 because that is the number that I have in the original folder, and I'm going to use floral as a tag so I know where it is. Once you've done that, you can select Save. And it will take a moment to save into your system. And once it is saved, it's there forever, so you can use it over and over again. Once it is finished saving, you can then go ahead and upload as many patterns as you like using that same last 2 steps that we have just done. So selecting Upload Pattern and uploading each one. When you have finished and you're back to this page again, you can just click on Upload Images and it will take you back to your Design Space page. Now all we have to do is to fill each square as we see fit. So select the square that you would like to fill, which is this one here, and select it. You go to Print, because we do want to print and cut. And you've got the option to fill it with a colour or fill it with a pattern. So we select Pattern. And you can see that all of our individual patterns that we have uploaded from that particular file are now in our system. So let's select one. We'll select that one. And you will see that it automatically fills into the left here. And you can do that again. You can select this one, select it, go to Print, Patterns, and it will fill. And you can continue doing that with all the different patterns that you have until every single one is finished and filled. Once you have filled every single one of your images, you'll need to now attach it. The reason why we attach our print and cut is because if I go ahead now and go to the Go button, nothing comes up. When it will come up, you'll tend to find that it will try to move things around to fit on the page themselves. So I have always made it a habit now to select everything that I do in the Cricut Design Space and select Attach, so that when I go to the Cricut Go button, like so, it will actually keep everything where I want it to be. And you can see now we have our image here ready to print. If you go to More Matte Settings, there's also an option for bleed. If I unclick that, you can see my images exactly. If I select the bleed function, you can see that the images are a little bit blurry on the edges. The reason why we click the bleed button is so if for whatever reason your print and cut function doesn't quite cut exactly, you've got that little bit of extra on the edge so you don't have a white marked cut edge around your image that you're cutting. You will see that when we do print and cut, we won't have that white edge. So once you've done all this and you've selected bleed, you can go to Go. And from here, as you can see, my machine's not quite on yet, you need to print the page, set the cutting, and then load and go. For standard sticker paper, I'm using the Office Choice sticker paper, which is quite thin. I actually use the washi tape setting, and the washi tape setting I find does a kiss cut perfectly. Don't use the copy paper, it will cut all the way through, but the washi tape setting does actually let you kiss cut the stickers so you don't cut through the backing paper. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please read the rest of the blog post to see the final product and how we can use it in planners. Also, make sure you check out designbundles.net for this fantastic bundle. It is only $32 and it comes with many different elements, vectors and fonts. Thank you.